You know that familiar sound, your feet hitting the cold hardwood floor at 2:30 a.m., making that same journey to the bathroom once again. You did everything right yesterday. Had your sensible dinner at 6. Chose that beautiful bowl of fresh fruit for dessert instead of cake. And settled into your favorite recliner to watch Lawrence Welk reruns. But here's what might shock you. That healthy evening snack could be the very reason you're making those midnight trips. The rattle of pills in their bottles. You know that sound, like maracas at a Dean Martin concert. Well, your kidneys are working overtime too, processing foods that turn into powerful nighttime diuretics. After decades of research with thousands of seniors, I've discovered something that would have made Walter Cronkite raise his eyebrows. 5 common, healthy foods that can sabotage your sleep, and 5 incredible alternatives that help you rest peacefully until morning. The number 1 safe food on our list doesn't just prevent those 3 a.m. wake-up calls. It actually helps reduce those painful leg cramps that jolt you awake, leaving you feeling like you've been wrestling with your bed sheets. Whether you're watching this from your kitchen table, over morning coffee, or settled in your living room with the afternoon light streaming through the window, you're about to discover why timing your food choices could change everything about your nights. Now, before we dive into our lists, let me explain what's really happening inside your body when you eat certain foods in the evening. Think of your kidneys like the old Philco radio in your living room back in the day. When Arthur Godfrey came on the air, that radio had a steady, reliable rhythm. But when you turned up the volume or switched stations, suddenly everything was working harder, processing more signals, creating more activity. That's exactly what happens when you eat certain foods before bed. Your kidneys shift from that gentle Arthur Godfrey pace to something more like an Ed Sullivan variety show. Lots of activity, lots of processing, lots of action when you're trying to rest. Recent research from Johns Hopkins, published in the Journal of Clinical Sleep Medicine, followed 847 adults over age 65 for 18 months. They discovered that seniors who avoided high-water, high-potassium foods after 6 p.m. experienced 73% fewer nighttime bathroom interruptions. But here's where it gets interesting, and this is something the younger generation doesn't quite understand yet. As we've gained wisdom over the years, our bodies have changed too. Our kidneys, like that reliable old Zenith TV, still work beautifully, but they process things differently than they did 30 years ago. The kidney filtration rate naturally slows with age. Think of it like Julia Child carefully measuring ingredients instead of just eyeballing everything. This more deliberate processing means that when we eat high diuretic foods, the effect lasts longer and hits harder than it would have when we were raising our families. There's also something called the arginine pathway that becomes more sensitive as we age. Certain fruits contain amino acids that convert to compounds called nitric oxide. Imagine this like turning the water pressure up full blast in your kitchen sink when you're trying to fill a teacup gently. The increased blood flow to your kidneys puts them into overdrive, filtering and producing urine at maximum capacity right when you're trying to wind down for sleep. A fascinating study from the American Geriatric Society examined why this happens more dramatically after 60. They found that our natural melatonin production, that's the hormone that helps us sleep, becomes more easily disrupted by these kidney processes. It's like trying to listen to Perry Como on the radio while someone's running the vacuum cleaner in the next room. The gentle signals get overwhelmed by all the activity. But here's the encouraging news that would make Bob Hope crack a smile. This isn't about getting older being a problem. It's about getting smarter with our choices. When we understand how our bodies work now, we can make simple adjustments that actually help us sleep better than we have in years. The key is something I call evening food wisdom, choosing foods that work with your body's natural rhythms instead of against them. Think of it like knowing exactly when to add the vanilla to your cake batter or when to turn down the heat under your pot roast. Timing and choice make all the difference. What makes this even more important for those of us who remember when TV had only 3 channels is that our sleep needs have evolved too. Back in the days when we were juggling work, children, and keeping a household running smoothly, we could bounce back from a poor night's sleep. We'd just push through with another cup of coffee, and that determined spirit that got us through raising families and building careers. But now, quality sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about maintaining the sharp mind and steady energy that keeps you independent and engaged with life. When you're woken up multiple times during the night, you miss out on what sleep specialists call deep wave sleep. This is when your brain clears out toxins, your muscles repair themselves, and your memories get properly filed away like organizing your recipe box. Miss too much of this restorative sleep, and you might find yourself feeling foggy, unsteady, or just not quite like yourself. There's also the practical safety concern that every senior understands. Those dark hallway trips to the bathroom, especially when you're groggy and your eyes haven't adjusted, create unnecessary risks. Dr. Sarah Mitchell from the National Institute on Aging points out that 35% of falls in seniors occur during nighttime bathroom visits. But here's what gives me hope and what I want you to hold on to. This isn't an inevitable part of aging. With the right evening food choices, most of the seniors I work with reduce their nighttime interruptions by 60 to 80% within just 1 week. You're not asking your body to do anything impossible. You're simply working with its natural wisdom, the same way you learned to time everything perfectly when you were cooking Sunday dinner for the whole family. Before I reveal these 10 game-changing foods that could transform your nights, I need a quick favor that helps our entire community. Hit that subscribe button right now. It helps more wonderful people like you discover these insights. Give this video a thumbs up if you're ready to sleep through the night again. And drop a comment telling me, what's your biggest challenge with nighttime sleep interruptions? Your experiences help everyone in our community learn and grow together. Now, let's dive into the foods that have been sabotaging your rest. Food to avoid number 5. Watermelon. The kidney overdrive king. Starting our countdown is the fruit that could win a prize for keeping you awake all night. Watermelon doesn't just add water to your system, it actively tells your kidneys to work at maximum capacity. The secret is an amino acid called citrulline that converts to arginine in your body. Arginine increases nitric oxide, which dilates your blood vessels and sends a massive surge of blood flow straight to your kidneys. It's like having Walter Cronkite announce breaking news to your entire kidney system. This is a special report. Process everything immediately. Your kidneys shift into high gear, filtering blood and producing urine at maximum speed. One study found that watermelon consumption increased urine production by 47% within 2 hours, and the effect lasted up to 6 hours. The fix: watermelon is strictly a daytime-only fruit. Enjoy it at summer picnics, but once the sun sets, consider it off-limits. And food to avoid. Number 4, melons, the midnight blood sugar roller coaster. Coming in at number 4, we have cantaloupe and honeydew, those refreshing sweet melons that seem perfect for a light evening dessert. But melons sabotage your sleep in 2 ways, like a 1-2 punch from a boxing match. First, there's that high water content we expect. But the sneaky second punch is their high glycemic index. Their sugars hit your blood like tang hitting water, fast and strong. Your blood sugar spikes quickly, then crashes hard a few hours later. When it crashes, your body thinks there's an emergency and releases stress hormones to wake you up. Suddenly, you're wide awake at 3 a.m., heart beating a little faster, feeling like you need to get up and check that you lock the front door. Dr. James Peterson, from the American Sleep Foundation, explains that this blood sugar roller coaster is responsible for 45% of middle-of-the-night wakings in seniors, even more than bathroom needs. The fix: melon makes a perfect breakfast or lunch, but after 6 p.m. it's off the menu for better sleep. Food to avoid number 3, cucumber, the salad stealer asleep. Now this one breaks my heart because cucumber is the definition of a healthy, low-calorie food. But cucumber is nature's diuretic powerhouse, containing compounds that literally tell your kidneys to work harder. It's 96% water, but that's not even the real problem. Cucumber contains natural sulfur compounds that stimulate kidney function, like flipping a switch that says, "Time to filter everything, right now." This is why cucumber water is popular in spas. It's designed to flush your system. Wonderful for a morning cleanse, terrible when you're trying to convince your body it's bedtime. Think of it like having Ed Sullivan announce, "Really big show tonight," to your kidneys just when you want them to quietly dim the lights. The fix: cucumber belongs in your lunchtime salad, not your evening one. Try bell peppers or roasted carrots for dinner instead. Send food to avoid number 2. Grapes, the sweet sleep saboteur. Number 2 might surprise you because grapes seem so innocent, just sitting there in your fruit bowl looking like tiny purple gems. But grapes create what I call a sugar flood. Their natural sugars hit your bloodstream faster than a Jack Benny punchline. Your body processes this sweet rush quickly, sending both the sugar and all that grape juice straight to your kidneys for immediate filtering. It's like trying to drain your bathtub through a regular drain when someone upstairs just dumped a whole bucket of water down at once. Recent research from the Sleep Research Society found that foods with high simple sugar content consumed after 4 p.m. disrupted sleep patterns in 78% of participants over age 60. The fix: save grapes for your afternoon snack, ideally with a small piece of cheese to slow down that sugar absorption. Food to avoid number 1. The most surprising sleep saboteur: evening fruit salad. And here's our number 1 sleep destroyer, the one that shocks everyone. That beautiful, colorful fruit salad you think is the perfect healthy dessert. When you combine multiple high-water, high-sugar fruits together, you create what sleep researchers call compound diuretic effect. It's not just adding up the individual effects, it's multiplying them. Your body gets overwhelmed trying to process all those different sugars and water content simultaneously. It's like trying to listen to 3 different radio programs at once on your old Philco. Nothing comes through clearly, and everything gets chaotic. The fix: save fruit combinations for brunch or lunch when your body has hours to process everything properly. Now, I'll share with you the 5 foods that help you sleep all night. Sleep-safe food. Number 5, sweet potato, the comfort food champion. A small baked sweet potato, eaten 90 minutes before bed, is like having a gentle lullaby for your entire nervous system. Sweet potatoes release their energy slowly, preventing those blood sugar crashes while providing magnesium and potassium that relax your muscles. Think of it as comfort food that actually comforts you to sleep. Sleep-safe food number 4, roasted zucchini, the gentle evening vegetable. When you roast zucchini, you remove most of its water while concentrating its sleep-friendly minerals. It's like transforming a diuretic into a sleep aid through the magic of your oven. Sleep safe food number 3, avocado. The creamy sleep promoter. 1/3 of an avocado provides healthy fats that satisfy hunger and magnesium that calms your nervous system. It's rich and satisfying without the water overload. Sleep safe food number 2, banana. Nature's sleep medicine. Bananas contain tryptophan, which your body converts to serotonin, then to melatonin, your natural sleep hormone. It's like having a built-in pharmacy that manufactures exactly what you need for peaceful sleep. Sleep safe food number 1, pumpkin seeds, the ultimate sleep powerhouse, and our number 1 champion, a small handful of unsalted pumpkin seeds. They're packed with magnesium, zinc, and tryptophan, everything your body needs to manufacture deep, restorative sleep. For men, the zinc supports prostate health, potentially reducing nighttime bathroom needs from the inside out. Think of pumpkin seeds as tiny sleep capsules that nature created just for us. Now I know what you're thinking. If I eat anything at night, won't I still need to get up? That's the wisdom talking, and you're absolutely right to ask. Here's how to handle evening snacks safely, like following a recipe you've perfected over the years. Rule number 1, portion control. Keep any evening snack small, about the size of what would fit in a teacup. Think of it like adding just a pinch of salt to your stew, not a handful. Rule number 2, timing is everything. Have your final snack at least 90 minutes before your head hits the pillow. This gives your body time to process everything, like letting a cake cool before you frost it. Rule number 3, medication considerations. If you take blood pressure medication, especially diuretics like hydrochlorothiazide, talk with your doctor before adding high potassium foods like bananas to your evening routine. Your medication and your food choices need to work together harmoniously, like a well-conducted Lawrence Welk orchestra. Rule number 4, start small and observe. Don't overhaul everything at once. Pick one safe food and try it for 3 nights. Notice how you feel, how you sleep, and adjust accordingly. This is about finding what works for your unique body, the same way you learned to adjust your favorite recipes over the years to make them just right for your family. Rule number 5, the pre-bedtime bathroom rule. Always use the bathroom as your very last activity before getting into bed, even if you don't feel a strong urge. Think of it like checking that the front door is locked. It's just good practice that prevents problems later. And some special considerations for common concerns. If you're managing diabetes, these timing recommendations become even more important for stable blood sugar overnight. If you take heart medications, the potassium in bananas and avocados can be beneficial, but check with your healthcare provider first. And if you're dealing with any digestive sensitivities, start with just a few bites of any new evening food to see how your system responds. Remember, this isn't about restriction. It's about working with your body's natural wisdom. Let's create a simple, week-by-week plan to transform your evenings, just like organizing your kitchen for efficiency. Week 1, the foundation week. Start by choosing just one food from our safe list. I recommend beginning with a banana, since they're as familiar as your favorite armchair. Have half a small banana about 90 minutes before your usual bedtime. Keep a simple notebook by your bedside, nothing fancy, just like the pad you keep by the telephone. Write down what time you ate it, what time you went to bed, and how many times you woke up during the night. Don't change anything else yet. Week 2, the elimination week. Now add one elimination from our avoid list. If you usually have fruit with dinner, try having it at lunch instead. Continue with your chosen safe food and keep tracking in your notebook. You might start noticing subtle improvements. Maybe you're only getting up twice instead of 3 times, or perhaps you're falling back asleep more easily. Week 3, the expansion week. This week, try a second safe food. Maybe add a small handful of pumpkin seeds if you started with banana, or try that comforting baked sweet potato. Also eliminate a second problematic food from your evening routine. By now, you should be seeing more noticeable improvements in your sleep quality. Week 4, the refinement week. Fine-tune your timing and portions. You might discover that 60 minutes works better than 90 for your schedule, or that you prefer a smaller portion of your chosen safe food. This is your week to personalize the approach, like adjusting a recipe until it's just right for your taste. But what about the shopping and preparation tips? Keep your safe foods easily accessible. Store pumpkin seeds in a small container on your kitchen counter, like keeping your reading glasses handy. Pre-bake several small sweet potatoes on Sunday, so you can just reheat one when you want it during the week. Keep bananas at the perfect ripeness, not too green, not too spotted, by buying them at different stages and rotating them like you probably did when feeding a family. For avocados, buy them firm and let them ripen on your windowsill until they yield slightly to gentle pressure, like a perfectly ripe peach. Share this information with your adult children or spouse. Often they mean well by bringing you fresh fruit salad for dessert, not realizing it might be disrupting your sleep. Help them understand that you're not being difficult, you're being smart about timing. Instead of complicated charts, use simple ratings from 1 to 10 to track your progress. Rate how well you slept overall and note your energy level the next morning. After 4 weeks, you'll have a clear picture of what's working. Most of my clients see significant improvement by week 2, with dramatic changes by week 4. You're not just changing what you eat, you're reclaiming the restorative sleep that keeps you sharp, energetic, and fully engaged with life. You know, in all my years of helping seniors reclaim their best sleep, the thing that moves me most is hearing from people like you who've tried these simple changes and discovered they work. Just last week, Margaret from Phoenix wrote to tell me she's sleeping through the night for the first time in 3 years, just by switching her evening grapes to morning ones and adding a small banana before bed. Robert from Tampa said the pumpkin seeds not only helped his sleep, but reduced his leg cramps so much that he's back to taking his evening walks around the neighborhood. These aren't dramatic lifestyle overhauls. They're simple, wise adjustments that honor how your body works now, while giving you back the peaceful nights you deserve. You've earned the right to sleep deeply and wake up refreshed. You've spent decades taking care of others, managing households, building careers, and contributing to your communities. Now it's time to take care of yourself with the same attention and wisdom you brought to everything else in your life. I'd love to hear about your experience with these changes. Please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss more practical tips that can improve your daily life. Share this video with a friend who might be struggling with the same nighttime interruptions. And remember, better sleep isn't a luxury at our stage of life. It's essential for staying sharp, healthy, and fully engaged with all the good things still ahead. Sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the next video, where we'll tackle another challenge that's been keeping too many of us from feeling our absolute best.